All right, Carpet Audio and amp repair, amp cleaning services. All right, I'm nicknaming this amp. This is one I'm calling Buggy Fresh because had them bugs in it, but it's perfection. And yeah, these were Samwas, which I thought they were. They were Samwas. These are Sam Young's. Same shit. This is the Performance Technique. I told you that was a beauty clean, and I've cleaned it up. You can see that bad boy is shining. Baby! Yeah, that's perfection right there. So, Buggy Fresh turned out alright. I'm going to let all these dry. They're still a little wet. This is the Alpine. Got that Alpine bopping. Got in and I am high. Yeah. But there's the Alpine. Oh, she cleaned up good. It poured out the Dirte. Do my same cleaning process. The WD-40 circuit board cleaner and 99% alcohol. Then I put a dryer on it. I wipe them down. Use a soft brush. Get all down in here in the internals. What's cool about this amp and this amp as well, you'll notice they use all the same capacitor brands, identical, where a lot of other companies don't use the same shit. So this is all Samwa, everything. All these little green ones are Sam Young, all of them. That's why these amps are good, man. So if that piece of shit they said from the flea market ain't no good, then why is this so great? Tell me why. So I'm still waiting on the answers. See them big boys? See them big boys? See them little fellers? See them little fellers? Oh, wait, big fellers. We got little fellers down here. They're on this end. Anyway, and you'll notice how the power supply is wrapped, but it's also wrapped and it's coated and taped and gooed up. Same thing as this from freaking 15 years ago, man. That's what I'm trying to say. These other companies are fudging, and that's why I said when I get shit from China, I'm going to bulletproof it. If it's got, that fried rice shit on it, I'm going to bulletproof that shit if I plan on putting it in stuff that I got. And I tell people the same thing. Bulletproof your amps. I showed you how to do that. There's a reason these are done this way. Now, when they try to go cheaper, which they're going to be cheaper amps, they'll skip all these extra little processes because they don't give a shit if it breaks or not. But these right here were done perfect. I mean, man, you don't have people putting in billet parts on a piece of shit amp. Use your brain. Use your brain, not your change. So it's the same thing here. This is quality shit, and hey, they got the damn heat sink where it actually does something. I read something on one of Rockford's sites the other day. It was the funniest shit. I don't dislike the company at all. I like Rockford stuff. There's just some of it that's a piece of shit. I mean, there just is. Now, I call it like I see it. You don't want me to be the referee. I'm going to say out and strike and safe and all that shit. I'm not going to be your buddy because your son's on first base trying to tag the motherfucker out. I'm going to say, hey, he was safe. I'm going to call it like I see it. So I read some shit on the Fosgate stuff, and you can see where they tried to cover up these cat turds. And I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to prove it and show it to you, which is part of why I bought that board, the 450 board. I'm going to show you that stuff. And a lot of people get fooled also when they see that 450 by 4. Don't think that means 450 watts times 4. That ain't what the fuck that means. No, that's 4 divided into 450. That's what the fuck that means on a Rockford. The old ones anyway, for sure. Now, like I told you, they changed them numbers like P2002. What's a 200 by 2? It's not a 2,000 watt amplifier, but it fooled a lot of people back in the day. This amp says 240, but it's a 250. I mean, it's just, you can't really go by them numbers, man. You got to do your own testing. And there's going to be a lot of companies that fool you. I know a person that's got some Golden Dragons that says 100.4 Class AB. Well, that's a 600 watt amp at 12 volts. All right. It's running at 16. And I changed the number. That's the one I said I changed the number on to 100.4. So that don't mean 4 divided into 100 means you got a 25 watt per channel amp. That ain't what that means. In my world, that 100.4 means 100 per channel by 4. So 100, 100, 100, 100, that would be your 400 watts. Where the 600 comes into play, remember I told you that the amp I have does not have 20 amp fuses. It comes with 30s. That's where it gets this extra power at. It's 2 30s in there, I'm pretty sure, instead of 2 20s. So it's supposed to be a 125 by 4. That's at 12 volts. It's really 600 watts. It does more than that. So if you're running it at 16, which Jerry's running it at 16, and it hasn't burned up, it's the same damn amp, it's screwed to the box, which I can't stand, it's still running. All the shit's still running. So look at your numbers, man. Don't just go, well, this one says 2002. Well, that's not a 2002 watt amplifier. So 200 by 2. And it does more than that. But where they covering up the cat turd, I'm going to show you this. They'll say some stuff in their terminology like heat sink directive board activation series, some bullshit. And I'm like, man, you're trying to say that fucking, you made a special goddamn little heat sink that you think it's just going to directly run to that because you fucked up the heat sink on this particular model. Sure did. I told you have to mount it a certain way or elevate it or put a fan on it or it's going to do the same thing. Yep. And I'll prove that by these boards too. And they also changed, like this board right here says P2002, right? Well, it's the same damn board as, I gotta watch this one, this one's hot. Could be. It is the same board as the P200.2. And guess what else? They got one called a a 200-2. Now the 200-2 is a different board. You gotta know what you're doing with this shit, guys. That's why I'm trying to help you. I'm trying to show you who's trying to shit you. I'm trying to show you, hey, you know, Tony Tone and fucking Shelly Mead, such good buddies. Well, why don't fucking Shelly buy him some old ass Rockford shit? He's floating out that damn Soundstream, which them Soundstreams are killer ass amps for real. That part I give Shelly. I mean, hell yeah, Shelly, you did good on that. But hell, you should be supporting your buddy in my book. But you know just as good as I do, it's bullshit. So anyway, you guys take care. Have a good day. I thought I'd show you what these look like cleaned up. I got my power supply running, letting the battery charge over there. I got to work tonight. I'll come back. I'll do a video of these. Hopefully running. They've not been checked. We're going to find out. I'm going to hook them up live, raw dog, no editing on my videos and covering up cat turds. If the motherfucker blows up right here in front of your face, and I'll show it to you. And the same thing for that one. And we'll see them play. If they don't play, guess what? That'll have to go to a repair if it's worth repairing. And if it don't, because I'm not fucking with this shit no more. I told you I don't have time to do it. I don't. I'm working on a damn No-Code Genius. My buddy that's Rodney that I worked on his 2 amps, he's got a No-Code Genius, one of the real big nice ones. You know, I said, stay away from them. They're just too complicated. Well, I've tried to get it to work without busting into it, and now he said, fuck it, go ahead and bust into it, see what you can do. So I'm going to work on that and see if I can get it to come back. I've tried every little trick outside that I know of to make it try to come on. It showed it charged, but the minute I unplugged the charger, it went completely dead. And as soon as you turn the light on, it went to nothing. So I don't. He says he hit the. It's basically a override to try to bump start something, and he thinks he did it too many times and just burned it up. But I don't know. I'm going to look at that. But that's my next little project, man. Is other than hooking these up, I got to clean up this kicker right here that I ain't touched yet. I'll clean this kicker up and see if it plays. And I got some cool shit gonna happen with this Performance Technique living room system. Just stay tuned for it. It's gonna be killer. Other than that, that's it, guys. Y'all have a good night. Take care. Be safe. And if you see a power line laying down, don't touch that motherfucker. Leave it alone. See you. Take care. Bye.